I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat, everybody. Got a whole heap of stuff to check out tonight. Wonder review, and I got a bunch of different jerkies I'm gonna try out. I'll explain to you guys. We'll do some question and answer. Mike Fielder, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here. Dizzy Dragon, good to see you. Thank you for joining me. So we're going to be doing. I'm going to do a live. Have I ever done a lot, Dizzy? Have I ever done a live late night snack time before? I don't know that I have. Emmanuel, good to see you. Aaron Giorno, I miss your peppers. These are crunchy peanuts, toasted corn, and pepitas is what I got here. This is their mild chili and lime. This is my business partner's idea. He's great for ideas like that. Scooby, good to see you. I don't think so. I've had Snacks Live. Yes, I have. Barella, good to see you. Okay, let me read the ingredients on these things. Now, lots of ingredients. Lots. Awful lots. Tons of ingredients. Not reading it. If I really love them, maybe I'll read it. I eat Carolina Reaper peppers, Mike Fielder says. To be fair, center the most in center mostly on pod reviews. All right, so I got corn nuts, pepitas. Hi, Drew V. Good to see you. Conky Dong, good to see you. From Snack Club, Fiesta Snack Mix. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase. Deathridge, good to see you, man. These taste great. Really strong lime. Chili and lime is a flavor. Great crunch, great texture. So there's two kinds of peanuts. One is just a peanut. One is a peanut covered in a little candy shell, a little crispy shell. Drew V's eating some stuffed poblano peppers with Tom's 30-month tincture on it. Well done with your yellow bus. Thank you, bro, for all you do, man. These are worth getting. It's a lot. Dizzy Dragon, there's a lot of ingredients here. But you know what? They really do taste good. Tommy had trouble on the boat. Technical trouble. Couldn't get it going. Stuff tastes great. Anton, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hopping on the bus tonight. Thanks for being here, man. So, lots of jerky. What we're doing is we're exploring the ideas. So I got some. I'm not looking for heat. I'm just looking for what kind of beef, what kind of meat we want to go with. Got a little elk here, some regular beef. But then I got. Remember where I talked today about the wild boar problem in Texas? See, it's not a problem. It's a beautiful problem. It needs to be handled properly. Alligator here, and python jerky. Right? So I'm going to munch on some of these as the night goes on. And we'll see what I like for meat source. I want to do something different. Yeah, Conky Dong, he had technical issues. I know Tommy so well. That kind of stuff drives him crazy. Random flakes and the sourness of the tahine are unmatched, Dizzy Dragon says. Scooby, we should put some of my peppers in taco beef we bought. You should. Do that. Tim, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Driver, not captain. Call me captain. No big deal. Mr. Wolf, good to see you. Fire in the Bayou, good to see you. We'll do a little bit of the alligator. Jealous of the python. You know what's funny? I got to read it. The picture of the python, the funny thing is, it's a collectible python with a gorgeous, exquisite pattern, like not a normal. It's a ball python. I think it looks like it's got banana pastel or something. So this was the alligator I just tried. That's an expensive breeder. It's not an animal you'd eat, but it's pretty funny they put that on the label. The none of this is not. This is just regular jerky. It's not heated at all. There might have been a little garlic on that alligator. Yeah. Interesting flavor. Snake is okay. I'd rather have frog. Frog legs are great. I was with Foy. We had frog legs once somewhere. They were amazing. You know what's funny? They don't taste like chicken. I don't think. I think they taste like frog legs. Everybody says, "Oh, it tastes like chicken." I don't. So this is my first. People have been jumping into the python. This is my first python. I like the python more than the alligator. You might think that the python was chicken, but you can never pass that alligator off as chicken. It doesn't tastes like alligator. Conky Dong says I've heard frog legs taste like chicken. To me, they don't. They taste like frog legs. They have a unique flavor. JC Rager, 27. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Maria Escovel's girls. Been a minute since I've seen you from Texas. Thanks for being here. Scorpion, not a tarantula. Well played. Thanks for being here. I don't think I could do a tarantula. If there was a camera in front of me, I'd probably do it. It's tough though. It's a spider. They have hair and too many eyes and too many legs. I don't know. I feel like Mike Wolf. I feel like frog legs have a taste that can only come from a pond creature. Definitely something going on with that. But I really like them, man. I really, really like them. You never had frog legs, Tim? You got to try it. Dennis N., good to see you. I'm good. JC Rager, how are you? Thanks for asking me. You can get edible canned tarantulas. No, you can't. I can't. I don't want to eat those, man. See, if I have them, someone will make me eat them. M. Hunt, good to see you, man. Dennis Brace, good to see you. Charles McClellan ordered 2 bags of watermelon candy and crack balls. Mommy crisp today. Can't wait. Thank you. Stuff is wonderful. I know, Tim. Those huge tarantulas they fry. There's this Asian girl who does these videos. You guys may have seen her, man. She eats some of the craziest stuff. Half it's alive when she's eating it, and she just does it with the straightest face. Like either she's starving or she's just wired different than we are, man. Alligator and frog sort of tastes like fish, has kind of like fish, but has a different texture. There's a fishy element to it. Not kinda. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Um, Reaper teacher is the bug eater. Boy, not this. I'm all set with the bugs, man. Bugs are nasty. Although I've eaten my share of them, When frog legs are fried correctly, they have a soft consistency like fish, but they don't have a fishy flavor. The meat is so wonderful and flaky. It's kind of like, man, it's just unlike anything. Frog legs are great. Charlie, good to see you, man. Mr. Wolf, I like exotic, weird foods too. I like trying stuff I've never tried before. It's kind of. I think I have elk here. Oh no, I have elk at the office. I should have brought that home with me. I'll invite. Oh, I haven't had the frog legs since I was about 7, but I remember they were really good. I love them. Really do. Hope I haven't missed anyone. I'm trying to make sure I say hello to everybody. Blake Anderson, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Frog legs. Dance when you fry them. I worked in a restaurant and if you take, I don't think, maybe noticeable the one. I don't know. But if you take like a dozen of big lobsters and you throw them into a big pot, the air inside them, it sounds like they're screaming, but they're not. It's just a hissing sound they make. I used to always try to freak everybody out and tell everybody that they were screaming, but they weren't. Punk Rock, good to see you. Maddie and Jake send their love. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, it's a bummer about the boat, M. Hunt. It'll sort it out. I know he was heated with that. For sure. Franklin MC, good to see you. I'm going out hunting some squirrel soon. Buttermilk fried squirrel is amazing. Anton, I've not had. I've had gray squirrel. I've never had anything red squirrel. But I've had gray squirrel in a squirrel stew that was tasted delicious. I ate that at a time where it was presented in a way it didn't make it sound like I was eating something really outrageous. So I just kind of went with it. Vermont, Grasshoppers, unironically, are pretty okay. I've had some traditional ones with habanero powder, lime, and a good snack. I have what do they call them? I have a jar here somewhere. I forget the name of them. I've got a little jar of them, and they're vinegar, salt and vinegar. They taste just like salt and vinegar corn nuts, just not quite as crunchy. Dennis Brace, I'm at habanero level. What would be a better to try next? I would. You know what I did? You don't have to do what I did, and you can do it in such a way that doesn't hurt you. You don't have to do it the way I did. But I went to ghost pepper next. They're more readily available than other super hots, and you don't need to eat the whole pod. Just do slivers of it. It's such a delicious pepper. It really is a very, very tasty pepper. So that's what I would do, and then kind of just move your way up that way. Rattlesnake was the craziest thing I've eaten. Probably I've eaten crow also. Both were delicious. Says Fire in the Bayou. I've never had crow. I've had rattlesnake. Or was it? Yeah, it was rattlesnake. Ghost peppers are. It would be a good step up. It's a great pepper though. Milton Vega, good to see you, man. Habanero up to ghost, like Johnny said. It's a good one. You know what I mean? You don't need to eat the whole pod. You don't need to jump in the deep end. You can kind of stick your toe in the water. It's a good way to do it. I also had woodchuck once. I think I talked about that the other night on a live stream. I just like interesting stuff. That's the really, really fun part about going to a different country. To eat things that we don't, and in ways that we don't. You know what I mean? Adam Butcher, good to see you. Johnny, cheers. Thanks for being here. Thank you for letting me be here. Appreciate it. Thanks for allowing me to steer your bus around, you guys. All right, so I've tried the alligator and the python. Alligator, python. Let's try the wild boar. Since we were talking about the wild boar problem in Texas. I maintain it's not a problem. It's just an organizational issue. They do their job right. Bacon is a lot less expensive. This is the stickiest jerky. That's some good boar. That's some good boar, people. we'll do our part at Blazing Foods. Kind of like the wild boar. Great flavor. Most regrettable was throat from a skunk. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, he did. Skunk throat. Tastes so strong and undescribable, excuse me. Not like chicken for the first time ever. Huh. I love jerky too, Dennis. Bring College Boy and Big Al for a live stream sometime. Boy, if I could just open the door and have those guys roll in here, I would. I love hanging out with them. They're fun to hang out with, you know. They're my guys. I'm a loner, man. I couldn't have a life doing what I do. I mean, there's a video like every 6 hours, pretty much. So I don't do anything. I'm kind of a hermit. I really am. Does skunk taste like it smells? Fine question. Got to be honest with you. It crossed my mind as well. Tell us, does skunk taste like it smells? Because surströmming tastes like it smells. Ryan Castile, whatever happened to the heat killer drink? We were working on it. I think, to be really honest with you, I thought we were just about, well, there's two. There's one for the kills that burn your mouth. Both of them, I think we were almost there, but Mr. Foy is a perfectionist. The other one is something that eliminates cap cramps. So we're still working on them. Tough R&D on that, man. It's no fun, for real. In a pinch, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Maybe very slightly like pee, he says, for the skunk. There you have a good reason why you probably shouldn't be eating skunk. Just me, though. Mr. Wolf, I'm sure when you get to breathe, that'll change. I can't wait. Made some headway today. Bad Cat, good to see you. Militant Vegan. I liked your Beyond Meat jerky review from the past. I hope that they hear you. It's not hot at all. You know what? I get it too. I'm kind of hard. One reason, because of videos like this and all the other people making videos like this is, they listen. The tolerances have climbed a lot in 7 years. Love you too, Bad Cat. Jason, I had some of this. Review these, which actually are great. It's just hard to talk and interact with you guys while I'm chewing on stuff. These were actually really, really good. I like them. These are great. I'm impressed. I would buy these again. And then I tried python jerky, alligator jerky, and wild boar jerky. We're investigating the idea of getting into boar, or jerky, I should say. A little slip up there. Look on YouTube. Meat Eater made a video where they ate a skunk fire in the bayou. I promise you, if you prepare properly, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure you probably couldn't tell. Dizzy is a hypochondriac. So that's the last exotic meat for me. Makes your lungs stronger. Sounds like something that your great grandmother or grandfather would tell you. I'll buy it. Dennis Brace. Honestly, I love Sour Patch Kids, the sweetest fish. LOL. You know what? I'm just not a candy. Even when I was a kid, I don't think I was really into candy that much. More of a chocolate guy than candy, They should can skunk spray and sell it like mace. I bet they do. It's a big world with a lot of strange stuff in it. Adam Butcher, send LA Beast any new stuff you might be on. He's done your challenges before. He's a YouTube OG homie from back in the WebTV days. You know what? He's a good guy. I'm a mod on his channel. He's a good guy. Someday he and I will do a collab. but it's going to be it won't be for a little bit. California High Desert Preacher, thanks for being here. Johnny, blessings from Victorville, California. Is eating hot peppers good for you? They're very good for you. Loads of vitamin C, so many benefits. Speeds up your metabolism, boosts your immune system, great fat burner, painkiller. A lot of fun too. They're wonderful for you. More vitamin C in a pepper than in three oranges or 5 oranges, something crazy like that. They do, yes, they do use skunk urine as a scent for deer. That's a scent for anything. I mean, no one's gonna say, "Hey, there's a dude over there." They're just gonna say, "Hey, whatever's over there, stay away from it." Blake sticks to the basics. No frogs, bugs, or gators. I get it. Jeremy Bell, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in, dude. With the right seasoning and cooking technique, almost anything can be palatable, Militant Vegan says. I am here to tell you that is so true. If you guys ever tried soup number 5 in the Philippines, incredible tasting. And I believe that about jerky. I've tried so many weird jerkies. I think you take meat, you dry it, put a little salt and pepper on it. Jerky. It's good stuff. Dennis Brace, I had my house manager get capsaicin cream for pain. Stuff works. I have some over my counter. Yep, stuff works. They use it for a reason. It's neat. They're using it in cancer research study. It's pretty amazing little substance. Jason P. Johnny, my wife is here. Can you back me up? This chili does not kill your taste buds. I haven't tasted anything since the Carter administration. There you go, Mrs. P. No, I'm kidding. Jason's wife. If anything, it does exactly the opposite. It opens up. It does not hurt your taste buds. There's no heat and seeds. It's not bad for your stomach. It won't cause ulcers. You'll diagnose one, but it actually, Jason's wife, capsaicin is proven to also lower stomach acidity. So it's very, very good for you. He should continue eating chilies. He has my permission. Keith Lego here awfully early, aren't you? My, oh my. Dollar Silver, good to see you. Saw Brian Ams take the 7-pot Primo and turn it into cotton candy. I've got to try it. We've got a cotton candy machine in the office. We've done a lot of fun with cotton candy. I should probably do a video about that, but I don't want to be the guy who jumps on the bandwagon. Jason P., that's a pervasive myth, my friend, says Militant Vegan. Yeah, but you know what, though? When you're a wife, it's not, nothing pervasive about it. If you're the wife, it's not a myth. It's going to kill my man. Can't have that. So she's just protecting, that's all. You know what? You hear the story that married men live longer? You guys know why that is? Anybody guess? Some people will say it's because the men eat better. Eat better and come better life choices. Some say it's because of the love of a woman. Do you know why it is? Because if Jason's stomach starts hurting, his wife's not going to say, he'll say it's just cap cream. She'll drive him to the doctor. My dad would have been dead 20 years ago, but Mama Scoville wouldn't tolerate it. She's like, "Nah, you're going to the doctor now. I'm taking you." So that's why married men live longer. Unless we got a bone sticking out, we don't really want to go see a doctor. Mike Ladick, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Peppers enhance your palate to taste more. Yes, Charles, I agree with that. Cedars of Lebanon, love the name. Blue Pocky Death Chip tastes awful. Indeed, they do. All the Pocky One Chip, they all taste terrible. It's just the truth. Jason P., you are the man. Thanks, my friend. She's laughing. Is she laughing at you, me, or us collectively? Ethan E-Dog, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. In Ireland, they call cotton candy floss. I can see that. Funny how they did different words, It's kind of funny. Like the trunk of a car in the UK is the boot. The hood is the bonnet. Kind of funny. Fire in the bayou. Pick one meat for the rest of your life. I pick deer. Yeah, I could probably do that. I don't know. Hog is pretty good. I don't want to play. I hate those games, man. Why? I don't want to play. I don't want to play. My live stream. I'm not playing that game. You know why? Because I haven't had the one meal that goes, that's the one I eat forever. I've had that pepper. I just haven't had that meat yet. Pepper, what's good to see you. Vern Bolstad. My wife made some amazing ramen today. You can guess what I did with it. Indeed. You heated it up. It wasn't hot enough and you made it better. That's how it works. That's what we do. Corky, excuse me. Not cocky. Corky's not cocky. Humble. Corky Fernando, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'm having a great night. Thank you for asking. I want to try the death nut. Mike, you should. It's quite an experience. Pick skunk, says Dizzy Dragon. I love it. I'm thinking about doing the tongue of Satan challenge. I know my stomach would agree with it. Mike Ladek, I think you meant toe. You know what? It's a tough one because it's got extract in it. Like, it's toxic. It's toxic to you. It just is. Call it what it is. It's one of those things about how bad you prep, you're going to hurt, and you're going to have terrible fire hose. With me, extract is just guaranteed fire hose every time. Charles, if anyone lives in Central West Florida area, there's a Pepper Fest in Pinellas Park this weekend. Just a heads up, Tom Broom will be there. You stole my thunder. I was hoping Tom would join in, and I'm going to be talking about that. But yeah, absolutely, Pinellas Park. Go there if you can. You can meet Tom Broom. The guy's an absolute legend, no doubt. Yeah, give me pig or give me death, Keith Lego. I could probably get behind that. If I had to go with one, it might be pig. It'd be hard to be swayed. The Crow's 12, the chili head himself. Salute. Thank you for joining us. You spelled chili head wrong, but I'm not going to call you on it. I did the end flatline. Yeah, it's not as hot as they say, but it's not the worst from Pepper Palace. Death Nut is super, super hot, Mike. It is. The toe of Satan is a double challenge. The heat and then the amount of saliva you strangle on. Yeah, it's pretty rough. There's the man who, I was waiting for you to show up. Pinellas Park this weekend. Please go down and you can meet Tom Broom. Tom Broom is a rock star, my good friend. Riverdale Gardens, stumbled on this live. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. I have my first tinctures coming from Tom. Tell you what, that's the way to start. Absolutely. I'm going to do the Hell Tart Dollar Silver. I just haven't yet. He says the hottest thing he's ever had in his entire life. I'm looking forward to trying that. See what it would be for me. Be interesting. Say sir. Love you, dude. Wish I could eat hot peppers with you. Love strong stuff. But my insides don't like me when I do. As always, thanks for being you, mate. Thank you. You're like the rest of us. The body doesn't like what we do a lot of the times. Tom's a great guy to meet. He's very, very, you know what the funny thing is? You'll feel like when you meet him, you've known him for 10 years. Dave, good to see you, man. Dave Porthier, good to see you. Pothier. I don't know how to say that. Every time I see that, I'm like, I'm going to say it wrong. Even as it's coming out of my mouth, I'm doing it wrong. Sorry if I butchered it. Pigs give us pork chops and bacon and sausage and ham. Keep the Lego. Jason P. Satan's blood. I put a bunch on some Doritos and almost killed my friend. He started to panic from the heat. I had to remind him to breathe just to ride out the endorphin rush. Did he fight you afterwards? Usually, I don't care how hurt you are, fight is not what you're thinking of, but yeah, listen, Satan's blood, hot stuff. Pork shoulder, ribs, bacon, love pig, Blake says. Totally. Mr. Ray, hello, my pepper people. Good to see you. My go-to is Mad Dog 357 Gold. That's a good sauce. I like that, actually. I like it a lot more than the silver. Didn't like the silver much. Tom, I'm bringing a new tincture to the festival that nobody has tasted yet. Boy, if that's not a reason to get to Pinellas Park this weekend, I don't know what is. Seriously. Holy moly. You should do a collab with Roger Trier, Dennis Brace. We've talked about it. If I could drive across the street or drive an hour or two, or we could split the distance, I would do that, but we're far away from each other. And I'm not much of a good dude on collabs with split screens. If the world was going to end, maybe, but I'd rather sit in a room with him. So that could happen at some point. Roger's got a great talent. She's a good guy. I can't wait to do the Gushers with Tank. Gushers with Tank are great. It's the real thing. It's an instantaneous rush. He'll be there on Sunday morning, Charles McClellan says. How could I forget ribs, right, Keith? What are you thinking, dude? Parmesan encrusted pork tenderloin. We do this all the time. And it's always about pig. You notice that? Last time it was bacon. I'm telling you. Brandon Taylor. Hello, bus people. Look at you. Thanks for being here, man. Look at all those buses. I appreciate you guys. Love you a lot. Got some couch time is going to be fun this week. Forward to that. I might even do 2 this week, actually. I might do one tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow and Friday, but at least on Friday for sure. Jeremy Shelton, greetings from Japan. Johnny, happy to be on the bus. Thank you for being here all the way from Japan. Appreciate it. The bus isn't the same without you, Jeremy. Where's Bree? Is she okay? Absolutely. She's tied up. She may be here in a little bit, but she's just got stuff going on. It's morning there. It's 11:30, 11:23 there tomorrow. So it's an 11.5-hour drive to Pinell Park from where I am. I've gone crazier distance for less. Blake. Hey, Jeremy says, Johnny, your website says you were out of Penango sauce. We are. We're in the process. We should have more. Probably not tomorrow. By Thursday or Friday, we should. Sorry about that. Say, sir, I did a Carolina Reaper challenge with my dad like a year ago because of you. You got heartburn, and I pretty much died, but wanted to be the big shot as usual. My name is pronounced Saker. There you go. Thank you for the correction. You know, I burned a lot with my dad over the years. I miss doing that. Gave my dad the hiccups once. It was hysterical. When I ate meat, it was carnitas all the time. So you don't eat meat, thus the militant vegan. He's militant about it. He's not just vegan, he's militant about it. It's all right. It's cool. Jacob Rissu, hottest pepper to date I've ever eaten was a primatale or a chocolate primatale. They kind of toggle back and forth, but that's the hottest pepper in existence right now, in my opinion. Maybe one hotter if we could get it tested. He knows I'm talking to him. Jeremy drove all the way from Kentucky to go to the festival. Yep, he sure did. I remember that. That was fun. Remember that, Jeremy? That was a good time. So how are those new watermelon 7-pot candies? They're hot. They're delicious. They're wonderful, actually. I ate a bunch of them today. Primatale, Permutuli, or Omega? Primatale is Omega. Listen, I was just throwing a little jab to Tom because he's got a hot pepper. It's a monster. I'm just going to tell you. I ate a pepper at his place, and a welt appeared on my face out of nowhere. Like you hit me with a belt. Like, whoosh. I just really raised welt. People are like, what's wrong with your face? Just from eating it. No joke. Never had that happen before. Resin ferrotoxin tincture or killer yellow primatale to the festival, Tom? Mr. Ray asks. E-Dog Wenger. Johnny, do you have a Pepper Palace store near you? I do not, actually. I do not. They're fun to walk into, though. You know? It's like the only store, every single time I walk into it, someone knows me in that store. Every single time. Usually they work there. They pretty much know who I am. Life of Dennis Brace. One time, I drove from Minnesota to Dallas, Texas with no sleep. The next morning, I had breakfast with my aunt and drove back to Minnesota on no sleep. That's rough. I flew once from San Antonio to Florida. It's like the most southernmost point, like part of Florida. I can't remember the name of the town it was in. But I bought a car, a convertible. I was driving home with it, and it came the most unbelievable downpour. And if you haven't had a downpour in Florida, I mean, just pull over. Don't even try. I mean, I have a video of it. I had my windshield as fast as I could go, and I couldn't see more than 10 feet in front of me. And it was white knuckle the whole time, like incredible. I did make it back, but the next day my hands hurt from gripping the steering wheel so hard. I didn't realize I was doing it. Like my hands ached for a couple of days. It was terrible. So Mike Ladick, I bought this extract called Extreme Burn Artifact, 3 million Scoville. It makes a real good pot of chili. Sounds like a burner. And you also got cramps bad and then went out back. That's what happens. That's right, I did. Right by the anthill, remember? Anthill here and the tortoise hole there. I went right there. Yeah, I sure did. They didn't get that on film, Tom. We need a hot peanut butter cup on the market. If we could just get them to figure out how when you pull the wrapper off the bottom of the peanut butter cup, does it leave some peanut butter on the cup? Once they figure that out, I'll jump into the peanut butter cup game. Blake Anderson, Johnny, did you stop in at the Pepper Palace when you were here in Des Moines? I did not. I had very little downtime. I mean, I had more downtime on the California shoot. I had like every day, like one day I had 4 shoots back to back, like one right after the other. We shot for 12 hours straight. So it was tough. Because another thing is when you stand around all day doing that, when you're done, even if you start early, you get done early, the last thing you want to do is go anywhere but to somewhere soft to sit on. It's exhausting. Charles McClellan, yes, Mr. Wolf. I've tried that several times. 30-month tincture is great on it. Brandon Taylor, Tom Broom, do you have tank available for purchase? He do indeed. Message him and get some. Travis W, some of my 6-year-old pepper seeds sprouted. Kind of surprised they weren't stored well. I've had people tell me they've stored seeds for a decade. So I think they last a long time. Speaking of hands hurting, Jason Piat says, if anybody has peeled really hot roasted chili without gloves on, your hands will burn. Put mustard on your hands, instantly relieves the burn, no joke. Or it's going to make your hands feel like you've dipped them in like flaming molten lava. Now, I believe you. Weird things like that can work. The truth is, your hand stings. It's a terrible feeling. I think everybody's made that mistake. And the truth is, if you're working with a ton of peppers, even if you got a pair of gloves on, they're going to go through the gloves. You will find out when you go to the bathroom later. Who's that? I saw a name I hadn't seen. Who's that? Fishing up a storm. Thanks for stopping back, dude. Nice to see you. Pepper Palace is expensive but worth it, providing you test everything before you buy it. Otherwise, you will go home and go, I paid what for this? I bought a thing of jam once just for the review, and it was like $15 for a jam this big. A little pricey. But like I said in the previous videos, they let you sample anything. So if you go home with something that you aren't happy with, you could have sampled it. The buyer beware. Bern Bolstad. If you have elk steak with garlic, herb, habanero sauce, there's no going back. I can see that. Tom says, Brendan, I have pods of tinctures, various type reapers, orange and lemon. So he's got pods and tincture. I love that. That's what he meant. Paul Walker from the UK. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you being here. He's lots of tincture. Sorry. Lots of tincture with reapers, orange and lemon. The good stuff. Saker, do you eat peppers every day, or is that just a myth from the gods, bro? If I had them every day, I would. Every day I have them, I eat them. There's no way I'm going to wake up and have peppers and not eat them. So when I have them, I can't not eat them. OV, ever tried rainforest chilies? Nope. If so, what do you think about them? I have not. I'd like to. Sounds good. Milton V, is Tommy okay? That sound malfunction bad? Yeah, he's fine. It's Tommy. You know what? He's just going to take it out in China tomorrow night on his live stream. I'll tell you, he's a problem for them. I'm telling you. You think I'm kidding? He's a voice that people listen to. That's scary for somebody that doesn't want what he's saying spoken about, Sometimes they're in a super wrong place and still last 10 years. Absolutely, Dizzy Dragon. The longest I had a seed grow is 5 years, and the seeds were stored in a dark place in a cool temp, says Mr. Ray Ray. Tom Brew planted 11-year-old ghost pepper seeds. They sprouted really, really good, but lots of the plants died because they had old endocarps. And there you have it. The fact that you know that scares me. Potassium nitrite sometimes saves old embryos, says Dizzy Dragon. Saker, that's amazing, man. Been here when you had 1,000 subscribers. Best and most underrated channel ever. Ha! Thank you for saying that. It's our little secret, right? Thank you for saying that, though. 1,000, that was a long time ago. The first 1,000 was really the hard. I say 100 was really hard. After you get over 1,000, it starts to go faster. But here's the key: I think people think that if you just make a video, like if you make it, they will watch. It doesn't really work that way. You got to really stay. Like I treated it like a business, like a. You know what I mean? And most people, if you treat a hobby like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. But if you treat a hobby like a business, it can pay you like a business. So, Milton Vegan, who said he heard me say pods? Did you say pods? I want pods. That's a good list of peppers, Ov. If I've tried some, and the opinions, Datal gray pepper, habanada. I had one. What did I have a habanada? I had a habanada like recently, like it must have been in California. I think I had one. It's a great pepper. It's a wonderful pepper, and that's a pepper that needs to be used as a stepping stone, getting people into the chili, into real chilies. Not that that's a fake chili, but get them hooked on the habanada. If you don't know, it's a habanero with no heat, and kind of give them slivers of the real thing, kind of like non-alcoholic beer going to beer. You know what I mean? If I can use that analogy. Lemon spice, yes, lemon spice. It's great pepper. Lemon spice jalapeno. It's wonderful. Me and my coworkers have fun. We all have the Hellfire hot sauce and mixing in salsa. But the other day, this kid thought he was tough, so we fed him 3 red habaneros and semi. So he was hurting. Yeah, you know what? That's funny. There's something funny about watching somebody who thinks they're tough do that. We had a person come up to the booth in Oxford. The weekend I was with Charlie, and this girl walks up and she says, she was with her mom and dad, and she said she wanted something hot, and we started off slow, and she started eating hot. Fine, I want the hottest she got. So before he gives her the tube of therapy, and she folded like a lawn chair. First, she ran around in this back area where there was grass, swearing up a storm, where mom and dad right there for a half hour. I won't say what she said before Foy gave her the peanut, but she's like, "Your peanuts are nothing." It's essentially what she said. She goes, "Oh, I got you. Okay." It was pretty funny. Best way to deal with stomach cramps after eating super hot. Build your tolerance. I know it's a really horrible answer when you're looking for some like key, some little trick, but there's no trick. The higher your tolerance is, the less you're going to suffer. So just raise your tolerance. It just takes time. At the beginning of the pepper season, I'm always hurting more than I am towards the end. So it's a seasonal thing. We hurt seasonally. Oh, somebody just asked an interesting question. Someone asked, Alejandro Alvarez, you made a documentary. I made a couple actually. No, I made one. The documentary I made was with Netflix. It's called We Are the Champions. I made another one that I just finished, but it's not really a documentary. It's more of it's a docu-series, unless everybody loves it. And then it's a reality show, and it's called Season 1. We'll see what happens. It's looking like people are going to like it. We'll see. I think my channel is going to be a hobby for now. LOL. I can only handle cramps about once a week. Listen, Mr. Wolf, it happens. We all deal with it. It's part of it. Bizzle's here. Where's Bizzle? I thought I saw someone say Bizzle. I haven't seen him. There's Bizzle. Dude, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here, man. The company is growing. It does hum with them real quick, Jason P. Real quick. Any hot festivals in California? I have not been to any. There's one coming up in June in San Diego. I'll be at that one, it looks like. There's a jalapeno, like a jalapeno, no heat, which is such a funny pepper. For real, Riverdale. Travis W., what's your favorite chocolate pepper? I don't really know. There's there's some really great chocolate peppers that are overlooked. Like a 7-pot brown is a great chocolate pot. Chocolate boule is fantastic. Chocolate habaneros taste so good. There's a lot of good chocolate pots. All right, Taker. So late in Sweden. Need to sleep. Work tomorrow. Hope you in the chat have a great time tonight. Thanks for reading my comments. Enjoy and stay spicy. Saker, have a good night. Hope you rest well. Tomorrow is wonderful for you. Thanks for being here. Brandon, big one in June in San Diego. Yep. Yepper. Sugar Rush Peach, great pepper. Also growing them. That's a great pepper. One of my favorites. Mike Ladick, I was also looking for another sauce to try. What do I recommend? Oh my God, I've done hundreds and hundreds. You know what? Go to Hellfire Hot Sauce. Go to Bravado. Go to Elijah's Extreme. Those are all great places. You won't get a bad sauce at all, period. I am going to the festival, Tom, I think. I was invited. It's invitational only, and they did invite me, so I probably ought to go. Milton Vegan, when can we know about what you were working on? You TV star, you. Ha! I'm talking to Tommy. I'll be able to, here's the thing. It's going to air. I think it's going to air in July, which means about for a couple weeks before July, they'll throw up on the platform the trailer for it, which is what gets everybody excited to watch it. So that should come up mid-June, tail end of June. Hopefully, we'll see. I can't really talk about it. I signed an NDA, and they're serious about it, like really serious. Here's what happened. A couple people in the part of the cast posted a few things that they shouldn't have, and they read us the riot act. There's my girl. Been waiting for you, Bree. Thanks for being here. Everything go well? I hope it did. I'm not sure how long that'll last, Fire in the Bayou. Eat it, man. Stuff is good. Eat it. It's chocolate pot. Yeah, I was thinking about that. That's the pot I was stuck on trying to come up with that. The chocolate dougal is a great pepper. It really is. Mr. Ray, I wanted to drink so bad yesterday, and it lasted all day, so I drank half a bottle of Days Insanity sauce and worked on my pepper garden. Planning really helps me stay sober. Boy, I haven't planted, but hot stuff sure does. I can attest to that. Dizzy Dragon, Fruity Douglas are pretty good. I might have to be there, says Brandon Taylor. That'd be cool if you could go. All good in the hood. Excellent, girl. Patrick Reed, good to see you. Charlie Mullins, hope your mom's doing good, dude. Got a package off to you tomorrow. Thank you for your address, man. Where can you buy tank at? Tom Broom sells probably the best tank I've ever had. Really, it's just a different quality of tincture. Anybody can sell tank, but the stuff he has, it's artisan stuff. So get with Tom. You can't go wrong. Sounds like a catchphrase. Go Tom. You can't go wrong. All right. Hang on. Everyone, please give a shout out to the Spice Climber. I mentioned the other day, and his ribs are healing, but his back is really bad still. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Please do. He's a good guy. I really like him. Tom, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I've yet to taste a chocolate that has the complex taste and the way it burns like the Dougal. The Dougal has a unique burn. There's no two ways. The Dougal is the pepper is what Tanqueray is the gin. Just a little different. There's something about Dougal. I agree with you. When are you eating? What am I eating? I ate a little bit of jerky. It's hard to eat and do a live stream. I ate some of this stuff, which was absolutely fantastic. When we're done, I'll eat the rest of these when I'm not talking. I ate some wild boar jerky, a little bit of python jerky, and a little alligator jerky. What I had today. Okay, here. All the ones you see in those are prayers for you. It's actually not for you. It's for Jonathan Skogsby. It's also if you ever see that, that's what that means. Bravado Black Garlic Reaper is really good. That's a great sauce. I love black garlic so much. It's a great, really, really great thing to put in sauces. Brie Scoville has a great ring to it. It sure does. It do indeed. Patrick Reed, can't wait for the new bloom. Absence makes the heat grow fonder. It does, in fact. I'd wait forever, militant vegan. The good news is you aren't going to have to. This is it. It's coming soon. Burrata black garlic is fab. Yeah, you just do you guys? There was I don't want to bring it up. Big Fats used to have a double black garlic, and it had no, it wasn't double black garlic. It was, but it had balsamic vinegar in it. And it was such a great sauce. I can't remember the name of it, but man, it was a good one. I love asparagus. I love any food that has a sense of humor. You know what I mean? Like asparagus have a sense of humor. You eat them, next day you're gonna know you ate them. You know what I mean? That's a food with a sense of humor. Like beans have a sense of humor. Beans have a very funny sense of humor. Beans are hilarious. You know what I mean? Corn has a sense of humor. You know what I mean? So for some reason, I think peppers, capsaicin, has a sense of humor, a wicked good sense of humor. You know, it tears you up. It's got two shows, a show that night and another show the next day. So for some reason, food that has a sense of humor has always been a thing for me. I don't know why I think that way, but River says hi. Hi, River. Thanks for being here. I was trying to think what kind of pepper seeds I wanted to plant next. I need to plant about 30 Douglas seeds. I don't know if you remember the video you made, but I sent you Douglas that start. I remember the Douglas. In fact, I think I've only had Douglas from a few people, and you're one of them. They are the magical fruit, Keith. Yeah, it did change my mind about chocolates. Yeah. It was really weird, though, because here's the thing. Early on, Tom, I had a real problem with floral notes, which seem really prevalent in chocolate pods. But man, this last season, chocolate pods became my favorite. Really. I love them. I love the taste. I love the burn. The burn is so different. Wait a minute. Milton Vegan says something beautiful. Chili Lombard, I'm with my soulmate. You're with yours. Ah, that is beautiful. Bree, you know what I did today? You weren't here. You weren't on the live stream. I showed your ring to the whole, the engagement I got you. I showed everybody. Pulled out the box and held it up. Showed everybody. I swear, I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. I did. RS, can you use pepperoncini pepper to build your tolerance? Was wondering. I have been on a pepperoncini crave. Um, yes, in that if you eat pepperoncini a lot, you'll get so used to them. If you compare when you're very used to them, if you compare that reaction when you eat one then to when you first ate one, you'll see a bit of a difference. But it's not enough of a pepper. It's going to give you, you know, you'll have a tolerance for that particular pepper, but not much beyond that. Kumquats definitely have a sense of humor, Michael. Michael, see, I dig Michael. He gets it. To me, chocolate floral bitter with super hot should be is what super hot should be like. Yeah, Dizzy Dragon. I can get behind that. That was like 3 years ago that you said were sweet. It's odd, right? Brie, what? I sure did. I showed everybody. You know what's really funny though? It's pretty. It's on the show, like on the show that I'm in. When they were in I was playing my guitar. I had the film crew in here, and I was playing my guitar, and on the amp was the a little box, and they opened it up, and the camera's like right on it. And I saw the close up they got of it. So everybody's gonna get to see a really good close up of that thing. I agree with that, Dizzy Dragon. My scores for taste have kind of gotten more positive. I don't give a score number, but they definitely have gotten more positive. Mr. Ray, do a live stream with the beard rocking out. That might scare people away. It really would. I look like a homeless person. I'm a scary person with a beard out. It's the truth. Johnny Jr. is doing great. Thank you, Patrick Reed. Good night. Thanks for stopping in, dude. Far the Bayou. What you just said about liking things with a sense of humor is awesome. That was deep. I don't know how deep it was, but it's funny. And that's how I see it. Chili Lombard off to the local pub soon for a schnitty. Dennis Brace, how are the girls doing, Bree? The girls are great. 3 days left of Easter school holidays. Ted Hammond. Bro, thank you for being here, Ted. Thank you for getting a bus pass, man. Home from the hospital. Man, I'm so glad. For real. How do you feel, though? Try to find my 10, but I dread it. Bizzle. Yeah, but you do and you don't. You do, but you want it. That's why we're the way we are. Macy's doing great. She's losing teeth and getting smart. That's what they do, isn't it? Harper lost one 2 days ago. I figured out you look like the actor Chris Maloney, says Ted Hammond. Yeah, my mom says that. I look like a lot of people. I figured, yeah. How many teeth has she lost now? She's lost 6. Wow. Worn out, deep bone bruise on the pelvic area. That sounds. Take it easy on yourself, man. Okay, bus question. 5 Guys or In-N-Out? In-N-Out all day. Except, here's the thing about In-N-Out, and this is the part that I find staggering. My brother and I have had this deep conversation a dozen times. You tell me how a place that makes the best burger on the face of the earth can make the worst French fries in the same building. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. When I'm in Reno, we'll go to In-N-Out and then go across the street to McDonald's and go through the drive-thru to get fries. It's the truth. But I used to like 5 Guys a lot. Malicious 7 Deadly Seeds. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. A lot of 5 Guys people in here. Double. Ted, the first time I went there, someone told me to order a 4x4. I didn't know what I was doing. Got a 4x4. You need to eat it with a tarp. It's ridiculous. See, Charles saw it. Awesome ring. See that? He saw it. Michael, greetings from Poland. Thank you. Michael Zyke. Probably said it wrong. So I learned how to say get to work. I had this woman who was Polish who used to yell at me and she'd say, do robota. And I just found out because somebody was from Poland that means get to work. Made me laugh a little bit. Thought about that night. Get used to that for the rest of your life. I can take that. Dual citizenship. I'm not going to give up my U.S. citizenship, but I certainly will be a Aussie when you marry one of their girls. Maybe that's the problem. They don't want me marrying you. That's the issue. McDonald's fries. Yeah, here's the thing. My brother and I did a thing where we tried all the best fries. If you go to the place, I'm telling you, Burger King's French fries are unbelievable if you get them hot. All of them are so different if you get them hot. And that's the problem with any DoorDash, Uber Eats, any of those. It's just fast food has gone downhill, I think. Anyway. Fire in the Bayou. Good night, dude. Thanks for stopping in and seeing us. Have a good night. Hope you have a great tomorrow. We're almost done, you guys. You know what that means, right? It means someone's going to roll in here any minute and say, I just got here. I've watched you for years. This is my first live stream. That's what they say. It's almost like there's a waiting room, like a green room. All right, you're going to go in there. Here's what you're going to say. Get your thing queued up, ready, and make your appearance. That's what they do. And I don't mind, but I feel bad. I really feel bad when that happens. Wait, there are bad French fries? News to me. Militant vegan, to me, French fries are only good if they're really hot. I got that from Papa Scoville. He'd lose control if the French fries weren't hot. It's the truth. Oh, my goodness. Keith Lego, do y'all know the standard for a man and what he spent on engagement was supposed to be? I thought it was 2 months' salary. What's the big diamond company? I can't remember. I heard it was 2 months. Not that I'm trying to be cheap. You know what kind of ring that would be? Listen, I don't make that much, but that would be quite a ring, man. That's all I'm saying. Of course, she deserves one. It's the truth. Fast food is no good. I think fast food, it's really only be served in a jam. Like if you adult eats it, that's one thing. But if you give it to your kids more than 2 days in a row, that's child abuse, man. That's not good. Greets with fire. Good to see you. See? I'm glad you're here, man. Just got here. Thanks for being here. We're going to roll for about another 8 minutes, then I'm going to log off. We've been going for an hour right now, actually. I just got here. Dizzy, take that somewhere else, man. I know you better than that. Dave's famous chicken fries are yum. Also, the Carolina Reaper chicken strips. Sounds good to me. You had me at Reaper. I have a separate chat that I tell people when to join. How do you figure, Mr. Wolf? You got everybody on email blast. You have them timed to come in at the right time. Arby's curly fries. You know what? Curly fries are better. That's one thing I've learned. Curly fries are a little bit better if they aren't quite as hot. Also, onion rings are better if they're losing some of their temperature. With cold French fries, you just brew. I agree, Jason P. Cold French fries are like fried mozzarella sticks. I actually like fried mozzarella sticks. To me, they're like cold wax sticks. They're just nasty. One day, the bus will have 1,000 riders. Imagine that. Mike Ladick. Well, I'm out, Johnny. Thanks for reading my post. Thank you for the recommendations, and have a great evening. Better tomorrow. Hey, you too. Thanks for being here. Coleslaw and a hot dog, Jared Spots. Thanks for being here, Jared Spots. System trend. Do you recommend not eating spicy peppers or hot sauce before bed? It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. I can't eat right before I go to bed. I had a roommate in college who used to eat his big meal like in bed. And I'm like, dude, how are you going to sleep? He's like, I can't get through the night. I wake up starving. I don't know. It doesn't bother my stomach. You just got to feel it out. And kind of see what works for you, and kind of just take mental notes, system trend. And if you get, eat something and you have a rough night, just kind of remember it. Usually, your body's going to remind you very clearly of what you were eating. So, but just a personal thing. Melissa, 7 Deadly Seeds. I'm going to say goodnight. Just wanted to pass through and say hi. Thanks for being here. Have a good night, Melissa. Same over here. Damn soft and sure sluffy machines never working. Right? That's a thing. It's a conspiracy. Charles McClellan, I'm sorry I haven't watched a long time. Glad to be here. And I'll tell you what. Why I oughta. Drew B, I think we're growing some peppers this year that you've never tried before. They come from a grower in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully they're really hot. They say they're 2.2 million. There's some great, is it Rocco? There's some great growers in Italy. Wrong chat, Mr. Wolf, whatever. We just try to work me for another hour. Will the season separate seasons? Your peak chili season, will it be in reverse? Here's the good news: in Australia, it's all year round. They're growing. So there's a pepper season and a really, really great pepper season, but it's always pepper season. I saw a meme about McDonald's ice cream machine always being down. There was a DQ truck at McDonald's, and the meme said they finally found someone to fix the ice cream. Right? That's hilarious. It's not funny. It's a real problem. Because when do you want those? You don't want those in the middle of the afternoon. You want them when you're getting something at night, and you're like, I want that. You don't care about the burger. You're just getting the ice cream. I don't know. Let me started. Good night, Riverdale. Thanks for being here. Okay, bus riders, our fearless driver. Good night. Tell someone you love him. Good night, Keith Lego. He's always usually rushing in early. Now he's leaving early. Unbelievable. I'm kidding, Keith. I love you, man. Have a good night. The Outbacker. Glad to see you, Johnny. Got to log off for the night. Thank you for being here, Outbacker. Good night, Blake Anderson. Or no, Blake's still here. Good night, Keith, he's saying. Someone Shark Tank that soft serve machine. Could be a billionaire, right? For real. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful tomorrow. Thoughts and prayers to all. How do you feel climate, region, and soil affects pepper taste and heat? Boy, that'd be a better directed at a grower with a lot more knowledge than me. I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to. I know that climate makes a huge difference. As far as soil, I have to imagine that makes a difference as well. But climate makes a huge difference. Fries and vanilla ice cream. Yes. It's not weird. That's amazing. Bree does too. All right. Good night, Johnny and fellow bus riders. Remember to tell someone that you love them. I love you, Charlie. I'll have that thing off in the mail tomorrow. I'll get your tracking number. Guys, we're going to wrap it up now. We're just logging in. We've done a little over an hour. I love you guys a lot. Tomorrow, tell someone you love them. Be the difference in somebody's day. Oh no. Heckling the heat just got here and I'm saying goodbye. Ah, I feel terrible. Um, Heckling the heat. Be here tomorrow at an hour earlier, and we'll hang out. Love you guys. Love you guys. All of you. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.